Okay, so we're going to talk about the portal view, and I'm logged in as Rick, who is my guinea pig, lucky fella, husband and guinea pig. So I'm logged in as him, and let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing here. So I've got two tabs here. The first tab is my classes, so these should be my active classes that I'm going to be teaching this semester. Besides senior project, they asked for that to be turned on, so that's why that's showing. These little arrows down here, it's kind of like if anybody uses Google Calendars, if you really, really hate that shade of purple on senior project, you could click that and change it to this lovely shade of mustard because everybody loves the shade of mustard. So I'm going to change that color. What's nice about these colors is they correspond to the other two columns. So for example, for digital photography, if I change that green to be red, notice that everything else, because these things in the calendar and over here in the announcements, those are all relating to digital photography. Those all now change to the color red because they're color coded back to my digital photography class. So this is really helpful for it's going to be really helpful for the student in particular, so that when they glance at this, they're going to see, especially when that calendar starts to fill up, okay, these are the things that I have that are coming due, and this is what class that it's for. So this little printer icon is where you can get your month at a view class or month at a view look for all of your classes. So this is going to show you. So if you're wondering, okay, what have I assigned? What's going on? This is the same view that the kids are going to also get. So if they need to know, okay, where can I go to see everything? This is where you can direct them. So on their portal view, if they click that printer, that'll give them everything. This is also where they can see as it starts to build, there's not a lot of information in there now, but as things start to build up, they can see a couple days out as far as what different projects, tests, things they have that are happening. Any kind of announcements that the teachers post, that you guys post, are going to go here. Remember that because this is Rick's portal, we're seeing things that he's made. He's made this announcement in his class. That's why that's showing up here on his portal. So it's showing up right in here. There's also an additional tab that says extras. So if I click on extras, and let me show you what's listed there. This is actually where we'll be able to get access. If you're in high school, there's going to be the WPS upper school test calendar. If you're in middle school, you're going to find the WPS middle school test calendar. So there's going to be two things that are going to happen. So if you're teaching like Rick, if you're teaching digital photography and you have a test coming up, you're going to put it on your class page, but you're also going to need to write it on this test calendar as well. The kids this is not appearing on their portal. They'll be able to see this calendar from our www site. So they will have access to be able to see this, but it's not going to appear on their portal. The reason being is I didn't want their nice little month at a view glance to have every class's test. So that's why they're not going to have it easily accessible. So this is kind of until Haiku comes up with the ideal solution for us that fits our needs, this is kind of our makeshift way that we think will work. But this is where you would go and you would click on that link and just write to the calendar. This is also where you'll be able to see as it starts to build. So it's kind of nice. You'll be able to see quickly, okay, there's already, 3 tests on Thursday, 3 tests. You'll be able to see what those are. And we'll talk about that in more detail as that comes up. So if I go back to classes, you can see again, this is your active classes. If you go into my classes, you can get access to also the other link, which is your inactive ones. So I do have all the classes in for the entire year. So if you wanted to work on a class that you're not currently teaching, you can find a link for that class that's listed here, and you can work on that link. Just don't make it active yet, and we can talk about that in more detail, but most likely people will just be working on their active classes, and then you can just go back up to my portal. Another way to navigate around is down at the bottom of your screen. You have this Go, People, Classes, and Library. The Go just simply allows you to go to different areas. So you can go to My Portal, My Classes. Again, just a easy way to navigate around. So there's a lot of different ways that you can access your information. You can also access your classes up at the top of your screen. So play around in your portal view. It's just the first screen that's going to pop up right when you get into Haiku, and then when you're ready to get going, you just click on one of your class links and you're off and running.